Well, welcome along to the Gobby Gaffer, and it is live stream number 20, managing Fiorentina over in Serie A in Italy. And last season I did the treble with them, the Italian treble, winning the league, the Super Cup and the Italian Cup. And this season I've already won the league with 4 games to spare. So Serie A is in the bag. We didn't win the Super Cup, unfortunately, but the Italian Cup is up for grabs, and we have got a relegation threatened Lazio in the final. So that could either be a very easy win or a massive banana skin. Okay, like I say, we've only got 5 games left now in the season. 4 league games and that cup final. And then at the end, we might just get into a little bit of squad planning, maybe a bit of have a look at a bit of transfers for next season. But anyway, let's jump straight into the game and click the right buttons, and everything works amazingly well when you click the right buttons. So yeah, there we go. And like I say, we won the league with 4 games to spare. We have Parma, Sassuolo, Udinese, and then our big rivals Inter Milan, they pushed us this season, but not massively hard, I have to say. I'm not quite sure. Was it Inter Milan who won the Super Cup? Italian Super Cup? No, it was Bologna. Oh, no. It was a semi-final. No, it was Inter Milan actually won the Super Cup final. So that was their one and only cup win for this season. Because obviously they're not in the Italian Cup final, where we're playing, like I say, we're playing Lazio. And if we just have a quick look at the league table, we can see there that Lazio are in 19th place, 28 points. They've only won 1 of the last 5 games, and they've got 4 games to play as well. So they can drag themselves away from the problem area, but of course, I don't know, is that cup final going to be a distraction for them? Okay, hiya Stevie mate, how's it going? Hiya Trev, hiya MS, how's everything going? How's everything going with everybody? Did we all have a decent weekend this weekend? Okay, let's there's nothing more to be said really. Let's get these 5 games played, and then I'm sure we'll have a bit of a chat about other things, and we might have a bit of a look at squad planning for next season. Well, you never know, stranger things have happened. After winning the treble last season, and maybe the double this season, we've not done it yet, but if we do, are there going to be eyes from bigger teams looking in my direction? I don't know, it's difficult to say. Right, let's continue and let's get these games played. We don't need to necessarily worry too much now about the league games, although a bit of momentum is not a bad thing. So let's just have a quick look. Are we getting any? Right, okay then, let's have a look. Roma have booked a Champions League ticket. Right, let's move on. Let's get some 5 days. We play Parma. Right, okay. So obviously, if I'm staying with Fiorentina, I don't know whether, I mean, recruitment obviously is always a big thing. We seem to have got Italy wrapped up fairly well now, and this team can only get better. And if I do make some signings, I have got 52 million to spend. So it looks like I've won. What's this here? I've won Manager of the Month, so that's quite nice. And also Erline, my wonder kid, right fullback, has got into the Team of the Month. Right, okay. What's the trial going to be? Set to expire. The recommended actions are marked for your attention. Offer cons. Right. Apply remaining contract recommendation actions. So normally it says Do we have a director of football? Let me just have a quick look at that. Have we got a director of football? Because I normally leave that to my director of football. Have we got one? We have got one. Okay. Okay, well, let's select all of those, and we'll sign all of those up. I mean, Marco Di Lorenzo looks quite a decent prospect, as does Emmanuel Sorrentino, and Leonardo Azani. He looks a fit. So let's... What does that mean? Delegate. I don't understand this, because do I have to go in and sign those myself now? Instruct DOF to negotiate renewal is not highlighted. Apply remaining recommended actions. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Approach to sign. Right, okay, so we've not offered him. Okay, I mean, let's just do it manually then. Hiya, Cameron, mate. How's it going? First in the league with Dagenham and Redbridge. Promoted first time trying now in Vanarama National South with, okay, lost a lot of players though due to contracts expiring. It's a tough old game, isn't it? Hiya, Traveller, mate. Do I ever play PC? I just prefer console version. I used to play the PC version. What's that? Travel Tales. Yeah, I used to play the PC version. But I got Nico Paz at Dortmund. Had a bid of over 200 million from Spurs. I rejected it, and then he broke his leg 2 weeks later. Oh, don't you just love Football Manager? Don't you just love Football Manager? Yeah, Travel Tales. I have another channel called The Gobby Gaffer, and that one was started playing the PC version. But after playing it for a good while, I realised I wasn't getting any traction. And then I don't know whether you've ever heard of a content creator called Lelujo. I was watching one of his live streams one day, and somebody said to him, will you ever do the console version? He said, no, I'll never got the console version. But if anybody can do what I'm doing, there's a great opening there. And I thought, well, I can do what you're doing. I'm doing it already. So I bought the console version and never gone back to the PC version afterwards. I'm getting a lot more traction on the console version. So it's been a good move. The tedious part of FM. Yeah, well, exactly. I know. I'm just like, yeah, we'll finalise that deal. Normally, I've never seen that before. Normally, you've got the Director of Football button, and it just says, instruct him to sign all these players. And that's what I normally do. But obviously, for some reason, even though we've got a Director of Football, that's not a thing. Let me out for 5 months. Brilliant. You know, and that's a shame, Steve, because Paz is a very, very good player. No issues. Are the games running smooth as anything since the last update? Yeah, I mean, I've not had any issues either. Yeah, absolutely hate Lelujo. Okay, then. I mean, everybody's Omega Luke is by far and above the best. Kevin has an absolute attitude on him. I kind of know where you're coming from. Hiya, Phil. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, I kind of know where you're coming from with Kevin. He does have that. Yeah, I've watched him quite a few times, thinking I don't know how you're kind of keeping subs, but then he is quite entertaining and funny at the same time, and he knows what he's talking about as well. So, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. But yeah, it was just like I say on one of his, and I used to be a computer engineer, so you know, I know how to set things up on a computer, and I know how to film and edit because I'm a videographer as well. So it was quite an easy thing for me to just, all I needed was to buy the console version, which I did, and it's been fine. Well, when I say fine, yeah, obviously we've had major problems with FM26. I mean, the bonus though is it didn't crash last time out. Right, hold on, what are we doing here now? Youth contracts. Right, what's everybody else saying? Because they're from your intake. Maybe, I don't know. How many seasons am I planning on doing? I'm not sure, Cameron. I don't know. I've not. When I set out doing this, it's FM26, so it was all a bit of a test and a trial, and obviously it was awful at the beginning, and it has got a lot better. Although they seem to break more things than they fix. So, but I didn't really have a plan. I didn't have a plan set out. Right, I'm going to do this for 2 seasons, then I'm going to jump to something else. And tonight is a bit of when it's the end of the season, there's 5 games to play. We potentially could win the Italian Cup as well. At the end of this season, I don't know. I mean, it depends what people want to see. Do you want to see this carrying on? So I've got 52 million to spend. Do we build and try and do better in the Champions League? Obviously, we've got Italy sewn up. So that's a fairly given now. It may well be I might get offered a job if I do the double. Won the treble last season, double this season. Will I get offered a job? I doubt it, to be honest. Those things seem to come out of the blue for me. When I expect something to happen, it never does. When I'm not expecting it, I get a job offer. So, but I have no plans at all. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to do a rebuild at some stage. I'd like to manage a women's team at some stage. Whether I do any of that or carry on with Fiorentina, I don't know. I only started in Italy with Palermo because it was a brand new game, FM26. So, planning. Yeah, I am, Phil. Yeah, I hope all your plans are going. I watched your latest video. And I hope all your plans are going well. It's funny, isn't it, how these things get thrown at you, at different times of your life, and you get to the age that you are and I am, and then you decide to make a humongous decision, and and move to like the Philippines or whatever, and it's obviously. I would imagine it's a little bit scary, but very exciting at the same time. Okay, yeah. So it's a weird thing with Lelujo. He doesn't change our tweet tactics much. I mean, from what I know of Lelujo, he always clicks the button that says the assistant manager selects the lineup. He doesn't do his own subs benches. And he just clicks buttons and then talks about meat and potato pies and, what barn cakes are called in different areas of the country and all of that kind of stuff, Or he'll have a game going. I mean, what's his team? Is it it's Pompey, isn't it? Is his team Pompey? Begins with a P. I can't bloody remember. Yeah, I mean... I have to say I don't watch him as much now. I used to watch him a lot when I was learning to play the game, but I don't watch him as much now. In fact, to be fair, I don't really watch many content creators now. At the moment, I'm genning myself up on the war in Iran and all of the origins and all, so I can hopefully kind of be a little bit more informed about what's going on if I ever get into conversation. So I'm doing a lot of that at the moment on YouTube. So yeah, I tend not to watch too many content creators. Uh, First ever trophy money since I joined in a firm. I won Vanarama National South, the lowest English league. Shocker, ain't it? First ever trophy as a manager. They all count, Cameron. They all count. It's just different levels, isn't it? You know, it's as hard winning the Vanarama South as well. It's maybe not as hard as winning the Premier League, but you know what I mean. You know, you've got to sign the right players. You've got to have the right tactic. You've got to know what you're doing. And winning any league and winning a trophy, it's, you know, it all counts, doesn't it? Insanity. I rate your commitment to this game because I've given up on it. Went back to FM24 until a new game is released. Just can't get into it as much as I want to. It's a strange one. I mean, I've had 3 comments today on a video that I made quite a few days ago now. And one lad said he's given up playing because it crashes every 10 minutes. And it is a weird thing. It's been like this now for months. You know, like just take one console, for instance, PS5. I can play it on a PS5 and have no problems. You know, Joe Blogs next door can play it on a PS5 and have horrendous problems. I don't know what it is. It's weird. Seems to be going well. I've lived abroad a lot. To a new country is never easy. Just see it as another adventure. Yeah, and that's the way you've got to look at it, isn't it, Phil? Yeah, it's a massive adventure, isn't it? Really. But of course, you have got that advantage, haven't you, of you know, actually working over in those countries. So, hiya, Mike. How are you doing, mate? Smooth as anything for me. And there you go. You see, Cameron, smooth as anything. So, and he said he's playing on a PS5. What can you do? What can you do? Right, let me just get through these. This is a real pain, this. I mean, you know what? I might end up going to bloody Bayern Munich or something at the end of the season. Is there any point in this? That was him, wasn't it? Baldini. The 2 that I really do. Well, let me just do the... I want to sign him. Do I want to sign him? 16 years old. Yeah, let's just sign him. Approach to sign. Finalise promises. Negotiate. Final. Exit. Right, let me have a look here. If anybody has just tuned in who's new to the channel, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And I'm just going through the laborious thing here of signing the new youth intake players that are half decent, which is really laborious. There should be a button that you can click just to do this automatically. I'm not even bothered about him. I'm bored. I'm bored now. Right, bored. Let's move on. I'm sure everybody else is bored as well. Everyone wants to see football games being played. Played a whole season, no issues so far. The only issue I've got at the moment, and I know it's an ongoing issue and I need to do something about it, is I think my graphics card, not my graphics card, my capture card is going a bit iffy. I've never had it in the Chelsea save, but it did glitch the other day. The screen went blank. I've had it a few times on the live stream where it's gone very frosty. £50 will be deducted from the transfer budget of 53 million. I think we can just about afford that. Right, okay, what's this one? Oh, another one of these. This is really slowing me down, this. I wanted to get some games played. I've got 5 games to play. I want to get through that cup final and see whether it's going to be an easy win or going to be a massive banana skin. Because it's Lazio and they're in relegation bother. So how they've got through to the cup final, I don't know. Man, to be honest, it happens, doesn't it, really? And you've only got to look at last season's FA Cup final, City against Palace. It was a shoe in that, wasn't it? No, it wasn't in the end. Palace won it. So, playing as Manchester United, not set up as a young team, unlike Chelsea is. Yeah, I mean, I'm over the moon with the Chelsea team. Absolutely over the moon. I don't know whether it's skill or just massively good luck, but I do seem to have signed a lot of really good young players. Five weeks left, Phil. That'll really drag that, won't it? I bet 5 weeks. If you've done most of the stuff that you need to do, then that will really drag. Right, okie dokie. Right, what was my DM situation? Oh, Engard was whinging his head off, wasn't he? And he's only a 26-year-old Danish. I mean, I do like him. I mean, if we do a comparison between him and Martel, let's just have a quick look at the comparison. I mean, technically, Engard is a much better player. It's a difficult one, isn't it, really? And they're both valued about the same as well. It's starting to go slower. It will do, won't it? Right, come on, let's get into this game. I played the last FA Cup final against League One Huddersfield, won 7-0 with a heavily rotated squad, only on Football Manager. I'll tell you one thing I'm finding. I mean, okay, we know it's a computer game and all of that kind of thing, but I mean, in my Chelsea save, I've been looking for a goalkeeper because Restes is good. He's a 3-star. He's got no potential, but he's 3-star. He's good. But like top goalkeepers on there are going for like 150, 160 million. That's not right. That's bonkers. You know, even top goalkeepers in real life, they don't go for more than what, 35, 45 million, something like that. It's absolutely, mind you, some of the values are off the scale. I'm looking for a DM as well. I don't know whether I really need anybody, if I'm honest, but I was looking at DMs just to see if I could find anybody that was better. And I found this lad, and he looked all right, but no scout report on him. So did a scout report, came back, looked brilliant, really good. And then I just had a quick look, 300 million. And I've got 82 to spend. I stopped streaming because I thought I would be too busy. Maybe I will start up again. Yeah, why not? I mean, why not, Phil? I mean, it'll definitely pass the time. One thing that Football Manager does do is it definitely passes the time, doesn't it? Very often I'll go on at, say 7 o'clock at night and think, oh, I'll just do a couple of hours. And particularly if there's a transfer window involved, and I can still be on at midnight thinking, I need to go to bed soon. Okay, let's see how we do it. It doesn't really matter how we do, but I just want the momentum before the cup final, really. Hopefully we don't get any bad injuries or anything. 18 plus in every goalkeeping attribute. I paid 250 minutes to get him. Great goalkeepers are rare, especially when you're in the new gen era. Right, okay. How many years are you in there, Mike, into the game? 250 million. But 18 plus, I can't find any goalkeepers with that kind of with them kind of attributes. Come on, lads, you're bunching up again. Is this my tactic? Is this the way I'm setting up here? Because I'm finding a lot of this. You come back to a highlight and players are bunching up like 11-year-olds who are just learning the game. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's have another look at that one. Please don't let that be buffoonery. Keeper comes out for it. Drops it, and it drops straight onto Pazzi's head. I mean, that's borderline, that, isn't it? That's a bit borderline buffoonery, that one. Right, Engard. Come on, Engard. You need to show me how good you are, because you've been whinging your bloody head off. Is that water on the pitch? It looks like water on the pitch. That's outside the area. It's not a penalty, ref. 4 in an 8-hour stint. Right, diverse gaming there. You see, once again, Paz just to rub my nose in it. Sorry, Stevie. It wasn't planned, that, honest. I'm not that good. Oh, my God. And they gave a penalty for that as well. It was outside the area. I mean, it all evens itself out because he hit the crossbar and it bounced straight down at the goalkeeper's arms. Marvellous. So you've had four crashes in an 8-hour stint. Yeah. You kind of, you run out of things to say, don't you, about it? Your head on that. That's the way. 2-0. Nice. So, the more Zimash and Luka play up front, the more they seem to gel, which, that was a stupid statement. Of course they would. But yeah, this is nice to see. Since I went to 2 up front, they seem to be playing well together. Right, and I'm playing FM14 Classic and can run all leagues nations smoothly and never crashes. Well, it is FM14, mate. Bloody hell. I don't know. The first one was just after my first round of transfers cost me an hour. Oh, no. No. Bloody hell, that's bloody soul destroying, that. Absolutely soul destroying. I don't know. The problem is we're all kind of now expecting FM27 to be the perfect game. I don't know whether it will. I honestly don't know whether it will. It's a difficult one, isn't it? If anybody has joined the stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. We are playing on the 26.2 update as well. So I up to Friday night stream, I'd had, I think, 3 consecutive crashes in 3 different streams. Friday nights didn't crash. That's not to say it's been fixed, but at least it didn't crash. Because my problem is, live streaming, is that I'm not being a wimp or anything when I say I don't know whether I can do this. I'm not being a wimp. What it is I've got to bear in mind that people are sat in the chat or in the stream watching and not saying anything. There will be people just sat there watching. If they're new players, or if they're deciding to buy the game, or if they're looking for some, you know, they're watching because they want to learn the game. If the game's crashing, that's no good. When I say I don't know whether I can do this, that's what I mean. I don't know whether I can actually do this when people are watching and I'm potentially promoting the game, aren't I? When I'm on YouTube, I'm potentially promoting the game. If it's crashing and there's buffoonery going on, then there's kind of not a lot of point in doing it, really. So I just want the game to run smoothly so I can actually do a decent live stream. Last week I had a real head scratcher. My goalkeeper gave up a penalty, which is rare and of itself Penalty missed. Rebounded by the taker. Goalkeeper brings him down again. Really? They do love the little things, don't they? Football Manager, Sports Interactive. They do love that. You know, I heard Miles a couple of years ago, maybe 18 months, 2 years ago, and he did an interview. And I think it was leading up to a new game. It might have been FM23 actually. And he said, we've got more people out around the world now. We're connected. There's more people watching more football, so we can get a bigger variety of things happening in the game, bigger variety of tactics and formations. And on the face of it, you're like, that's brilliant. That's amazing. Fantastic. Well done. But I think what they do is they go to like the 4th division in Indonesia or something, and they see that kind of thing happening. You know, that what Mike has just described there. Or like I had in my Chelsea save, the goalkeeper is on the far post and the fullback passes the ball into his own net at the near post. And they see that happening and think, it's a computer game. That'll be fun for all the 12-year-olds that are playing it. Let's put that in. And then, of course, you get the bright spark saying, well, it happens in football. Of course it does. Maybe once every 2 years in world football. I'm sick of repeating myself, to be honest. Cater to many platforms. Back in the day, it was all PC Mac. Well, yeah. I'm sat quietly because watching the Brentford game have things. I have Thiago captain in FPL. I put in 1,000 plus hours into FM24 console. Had great fun playing it. Yeah, it was a great game. Right, and it was yeah. Well, you know, mistakes do happen. The problem is that Sports Interactive like to glorify that. They like to, you know, what's the word for it? I don't know what the word is for it. But to be honest, there's far too many of them in Football Manager. For my liking anyway. It's all about opinions, isn't it, really? Okay, we're going to go pleased, I think. We're winning 3-0. So there's been no drop-off there since we won the league, which is quite nice. Although 1 or 2 recent results have not been great, have they? I think we've drawn 2 games on the trot, so... Kalali. My God. Would you like to hit that ball any higher in the air? He's done it again. So what's the match engine saying here then? Is it saying in a cack-handed way that keeper is absolutely useless? Because he's done the same thing again there. Fortunately, he got away with that one because it hit the post. Mark, hi mate. I'm Bolton leaving after 9th Premier League finish. I didn't renew my contract. There's a few interesting jobs available. Any suggestions? Bundesliga, Mark. Bundesliga. Lorenzo Luca. Opening game of the season, the Austin stream was Saturday into Sunday. Then I encountered my issues working on the Coppa Italia. My last trophy in my glory hunter. Amplified. See, this is why I'm not a writer and you are. See, the big words evade me. Amplified. You're absolutely spot on there with that. But it's all about opinions, isn't it? You know, we all have opinions about stuff, and it's all about opinions. But this is the thing, you see. This is why I named myself the Gobby Gaffer, because I am very gobby. I know that. I caused myself a few problems in the family, being very gobby and opinionated. So I am very gobby and I am very opinionated. Unfortunately, I get myself in trouble with it sometimes. Right, okay, 4-0 we're winning now. I think it's time we made some subs. What are we on? 63 minutes. Hey, and Carnesecchi showing their goalkeeper how to actually stop a shot. Right, let's have a look. What can we do here? Okay, Montoro can come on. Keane on that left-hand side. That's usually Potter, isn't it? Is he available? Potter. Yep. And we'll bring Martel on. We'll drop him as a DM. And we'll also make Amatucci can come in there. 4 changes. But we do have to remember, which I always forget, we have to remember to do all of this bloody malarkey out of possession that catches me out virtually every bloody time. We'll just drop Zimash to an attacking mid then out of possession. Montoro, yeah, okay, that'll do. Right, okay. So I think we all know what's going to happen here, don't we? We'll win this game 4-0. We'll win the next game 4-0. Come to play Lazio in the cup final, I think that'll be a different game altogether. I see Zimash has scored 4 tonight. My word. So it's basically been the Zimash Lorenzo show tonight. Apart from Kalali doing 1 assist. Other than that, it's... let's make that last change. Change one at fullbacks. Who's the Conde? Conde can come in over there. That'll do us. And apparently, my 2 strikers have not broken a sweat tonight. They've scored 5 goals between them. Oh no, 5. Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Oh, Zimash was the penalty, wasn't it? He missed the penalty. Forget that. Oh, Sorensen's going to get his marching orders. Red card. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? In the 88th minute as well. So Lazio are currently getting beat at home 2-1 by Sassuolo, who I think we play next. So that's... right, we are going to be delighted by that. So that puts Lazio in even more trouble. I might make some changes in this next game anyway. Although, to be fair, we had Keane and Kalali on the wings, didn't we, in that one? So... oh, it's 7 days till the next game. Anyway, it is Sassuolo. So how does that leave Lazio now then? After having lost that game. 28 points. To get to safety, they need 35. And there's only 9 points available now. That would be 37. It's not looking good, is it, for Lazio? Not looking good at all. Right, we don't need to do any saving. Okay, fine. I've applied for Spurs, Everton, Burnley, Southampton, Bilbao, Real Sociedad. So you're covering every base then, are you? Hamburg. Go for Hamburg, Mark. Go for Hamburg. There's loads of money in the Bundesliga. I'm thinking of writing a book on Football Manager. Talk about the mechanics versus real world football. Started planning it. I think that's an amazing idea, Phil. Does it mirror real world football in any way? I think that is an amazing idea, Phil. And when you've written it, I mean, I'll buy a copy, but when you've written it, send it to bloody Miles. Because Sports, I'm doing it again now, I'm going to get on my soapbox. Sports Interactive need to know that, okay, it's a computer game, we know that. We really want a management simulation, but we know it's a computer game. But do not build it for 12-year-olds who can pick something silly out in the game and then go into the playground on Monday morning and they can all have a giggle about what stupid thing happened in Football Manager. No, we want a proper, and we know it's a computer game, we know it can't be true to real life, I understand that. but I want it as real to real life as possible. I mean, of course, playing the console version, that is stretching it because there's lots of things that are missed out of the console version anyway. But what can you do? Think Miles would read it? Probably not, Phil. Probably not. But you never know. You never know. I think it'd become a bestseller in the football community. I think it's a great idea. I really do think it'd be a great idea. And I think as well. You see, if I wrote a book about Football Manager, because you play the game in a totally different way to me. You are very data driven, and you do an awful lot of like looking at the basis of tactics, and you're going to depth a lot more than I do. So I think you are very well placed to write a book on it. I really do. Multiplayer firm for detail and realism. Yeah, I mean, I do, right? And I mean, the thing about football fans is, I mean, okay, let's not. The thing about me as a football fan, I am addicted to football. I've said this before. I'm addicted to football. I'm addicted to my team, Manchester City. I'm absolutely gutted at the moment with the way that the team is being run. I don't blame the players at all. The way that the team is being run, I'm absolutely gutted. And I am really, really addicted to football. And when I discovered this game, and it was through Lelujo. I watched Lelujo playing it. I had played Championship Manager years ago, but never really got on with it very well. But when I discovered this game, I thought, this is a game for me. And I've got 2 saves running. I play Football Manager a lot of the week. Many, many hours are put into this game. And I want it to be the best version of the game that it can be. And unfortunately, it's not. So that saddens me. It saddens me. Tactically, I think it can work there. Our players' roles you can use to create real world tactics. Not sure the out possession means anything yet, though. No, I must admit, the out possession. But yeah, I know. I mean, I've watched a lot of your videos, Phil, and they're very informative. You've got a really great channel, and a lot of people really respect what you do. But like I say, there are very different ways of playing this game, and I play it a totally different way to you, which is absolutely fine. But I definitely think that writing a book would be an amazing idea. Badges, kits, logos. You see, so I'm not too fussed about that side of it, really. Badges and logos and all of that kind of stuff. I just want the basic football. Like I want the match engine to be as realistic as it can. And like the transfer market is bonkers in Football Manager. And it's not getting fixed. They come through with these fixes and, on a very rare, you read them. The latest, the thing, 26 points. On a very rare occasion in the Australian Women's League 4th Division, this happens, so we fix that. And you're like, but you're not fixing the transfer market, which is so broken, it's just not true. I mean, once again at Chelsea, I've got a player now who I can't sell. And I've said many, many times before, I've tested this out. I've had a player worth 20 million. Is that a tag? 20 million. 15, no. 10, no. 5, no. And you think, you know what? I'll put him on the market for £1. No. Can't even sell him for £1. And if you do, the board will then, you'll get a message saying, oh, the board think this player's worth much more than that. We're not allowing the sale. You're like, well, but oh my God. In-depth stats analysis, not so much depth anymore. You see, this is the big difference, Phil, is, I mean, I suppose in many ways you could say I'm copping out a bit playing the console version, because the console version is, there's nowhere near as much data in this as there is in the PC version. But I'm doing it for other reasons. I'm doing it because I love having a YouTube channel. I love being gobby. I am a computer engineer, so I know how to do all of this, and it fascinates me. I'm a videographer, so I love making videos and editing, making thumbnails. You know, it's a big part of now I'm retired. It's my hobby. It's a big part of my week doing it. And the console version has given me a big platform, because there's no way on the PC version, on the Gobby Gaffer channel, I would have ever got 1,500 subscribers. It would never have happened for me, because the way I play the game, I don't think is that interesting. So it is what it is. Make sure you have a final chapter about hot, unbeatable meta tactics. It will sell like crazy. Yeah, you're right, Mike. In fact, that should be the title. That should be the title, shouldn't it? Like a 4-3-3 killer tactic that will work for everybody. That should be the title, because it'll sell absolutely loads. Right, okay, let's move into... we've got bloody... what's this? This is quite good tonight, actually, because we have only got 5 games. Well, it's 4 now. Andrew, don't be fooled. He's sponsored by Miles. Oh, my God. Somehow, after watching Phil's channel, I very much doubt Phil is sponsored by Miles. Right, and I think watching other players' approach to the game is always fun and interesting. I do, yeah. I mean, before I started a YouTube channel, I watched Jack, I watched Tom FM, Laloo Joe, Benjo. I think Tom FM came a bit later, didn't he? Loki Doki. I watched loads of them just to get a feel for how different people played the game, and it is quite interesting. It is fascinating. You know what I've not done? I've not saved the bloody game tonight. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult time of the year now, though, for content creators on Football Manager, because a lot of the interest in the game, well, the interest that is still there, is dying away a little bit now, because all of the expectation now is for FM27 coming out. So even views on my channel have started dropping quite a bit. Watch them too, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always interesting. And like I said before, I don't watch too many of them now because, to be fair, I haven't got the time really. You know, running 2 saves it's a lot. You know, making 3 videos a week, it's a lot. You've got to make them, you've got to edit them, thumbnails have got to be made, and I'm going to do all my own sound effects and graphics, and so all of that's got to be made. Sometimes it's a bit of a nightmare changing club because all of that's got to be changed. But like I say, I really enjoy doing it. It's something that in retirement it keeps me out of trouble. Isn't this the FM27 beta you're playing? Yeah, it is, Andrew. It is, Andrew. It's definitely the FM27 beta that we're playing. God help us. Bloody hell. You do a good job. Yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I've said it many times. I'm not that good at the game, you know. I'm not as good at the game as Phil is. You know, if none of you have been to Phil's channel, go and watch Phil's channel because he's much better at the game than I am. But, you know, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? And like I say, I'm a computer engineer and I'm a videographer and I can edit videos and it's just a hobby and I love doing it, so why not, you know? It's fun experimenting with the game tactics for it. I used to think overlapping centre backs was a rubbish role. Then he used one and he scored 10 goals a season. No headers. Oh my God, Andrew, still playing FM24. There is a lot with you, Andrew. There's a lot of people still playing FM24. Yeah, unfortunately. Who's wanting my goalkeeper? Bloody hands off, you're not having Carnesecchi. Chelsea, Benfica. Oh, bloody hell, Real Madrid want him. That's not great. I tell you what. What would be a good idea? Give me the Real Madrid job. And then you can have Carnesecchi. Because I'd gladly take Carnesecchi to Real Madrid. That'll do me down to the ground. Right, I think we're all right again. I think let's just go into it. Out of the jobs I applied for, only 3 accepted me for manager: Burnley, Saints and FC Köln. I'm off to the Bundesliga. I've managed... Oh, not in the Bundesliga. Hamburg are in the Champions League. You might say 6 seasons. Where are we FC Köln? So which one of you... I'm a bit confused there, Mark. FC Köln. I'm off to the Bundesliga. So you've gone for the Hamburg job, have you? The Hamburg job? No, the Hamburg job. It's an interesting role, but I'm too scaredy cat to use it. I'm with you, Phil. I think I'm too scared to use it as well. Oh my God. Overlapping fullback. Whatever next. Whatever next. Try with DM and DLP cover. Your backline should be secure. Right, okay. Can we get another win here, please? Because that would be very nice indeed going into the cup final. So once again, I've not changed my team here. Paz is in. He's going to hit that, isn't he? Ooh, what a save by the keeper. That's, what's it? He's a good keeper, him. I've had him before in Football Manager. What's his name? Turati. I've had him before. He's a good keeper, him. Cover that up. That's it. Have it. Have it. Persuaded to stick it on the sock. So can we expect a chapter on the overlapping centre back then, Phil? Are we going to get a chapter when you've used it and think this is the best thing since sliced bread? We're having a chapter on that. I don't suppose you can make it that specific, can you? But the book's got to be about like the philosophy of Sports Interactive and Football Manager. It can't really be, because otherwise it would be outdated very quickly, wouldn't it? Because if you have a chapter on Shadow Strike, it's not a thing anymore, is it? So it's going to have to be on like the philosophy and where you think they're doing things right, where you think they're doing things wrong. Ooh. I think we'll go positive. I think. So hopefully we might get through to a little bit of squad planning tonight. I've had a nightmare in the Chelsea save squad planning. You've got 82 million. You think, oh, 82 million, that's a lot. Don't even touch the sides. Oh, a bit of frame of the goal. Keane back in. Have it. I see Tarati knows how to take a ball out of the air. That's what it is. You can use 2 overlapping centre backs at the same time. Bloody hell. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, that, Mike. 2 overlapping centre-backs. For God's sake, don't tell Guardiola about that. Don't. Let's hope Guardiola doesn't watch this live stream. If you tell him about overlapping centre-backs, he'll do it. And then we'll be screwed. Captain Marvel. Managing FC Köln. All right, they're favourites for relegation in the Bundesliga. Hamburger in the Champions League. They won the Europa League. FC Köln. I think I've managed FC Köln. I do like the Bundesliga. It's swimming with money, and it's my kind of save, really. It's my kind of save. Yeah, I do like the Bundesliga. And it's quite nice when you get to that level where you're overtaking Bayern Munich. That's quite nice. Roll for the in the back 3. Oh, so 1. Oh, I see. Unless you make that one an advanced centre back. Yeah, in my head, I'd always like to have a say where we've got a back 3 with overlapping, bombing on wing backs, and I've tried it a few times, and it never seems to work for me. Right, Kalali is injured. Okay, that's not good. Let's hope Moreno doesn't get injured as well, because we need him for cup final. If anybody has just joined the stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm playing it on the PS5, and I am playing it with a keyboard and mouse as well. I've not played with the controller for months now. It's much, much better playing it with a keyboard and mouse. It's that you can do a lot more things in the game, and it's much more responsive. Managing Fiorentina, and the next game will be the Italian Cup final against a struggling Lazio, who are looking like they might be in the second division in Italy next season. Although the momentum that I wanted is not here, because we're not doing particularly well in this game. Right, let's bring Potter on. Okay. 63. Let's just do that for now. Rumour has it that Gaffer has shares in Harry Kane. As a Manchester City fan, you can't talk to me about Harry Kane. It's a sore subject. I do like the Bundesliga. There's just something about the Bundesliga. I mean, obviously the money in there is bonkers. I think you get about 90 million for winning the Bundesliga. But I do like the Bundesliga. I did a save. I can't remember who it was now. It might have been FC Köln, I don't know. But the stipulation was I could only sign German players. But I think that was on the PC version. It wasn't on the console version. I can't remember how that went now. Right, come on, lads. Can we... I'm going to give him a shout. I demand more in a minute, because this is not good enough. Go on, Potter. Welly it. No. Right, let's give him a demand more. Right, we're going to need to make some more changes here then, aren't we? Both strikers are very tired now. I don't think there's a lot I can do really, to be fair. Let's bring a centre back on. I'm not too fussed really. Is Sabas on there, isn't he? Yeah, we can bring him on. How many? 3. I've got another 2. I was wondering more along the lines, would a manager tell a player to dribble less or dribble more? More likely that is just defined by the attributes of the player. You couldn't stop George Best. Yeah. Buy him a bib. Hiya, bad boy. All right, mate. How's it going? How are you feeling after the weekend's result, bad boy? How are you feeling? Are you feeling as frustrated as I am? Because I'm bloody fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right, okay, let's... I don't think we're going to win this game, to be honest. What we're doing here. Go on, Diouf. 1-0 will do it. Stick one over the top. Zimash will run onto it, although he is a bit tired. Yeah, there you go. You see, Zimash would have been onto that then, but he's tired. Lorenzo. Oh, he's in. Zimash is in. And he's at the post. I think, Phil, I think you should collaborate with Mike. He's very good on all of this kind of stuff. Whoa. That's it then. It's a 0-0 against Sassuolo. Right, what are we going to say? I think we're going to say we're disappointed. Okay, we've got the cup final, and it is Lazio. I don't know how Lazio did then. How did Lazio do then? Where are we now? Cagliari. Did he not play till late? I can't see it. Juventus, Pizza, Cremonese. Don't seem to be there, does it? We can't even play out of the back anymore. I know, it's... no. It's the... It's not the play. I mean, personally, once again, I'm going to say this is my opinion, but it's not the players. I don't blame the players at all. I mean, we brought Haaland in, who we've seen him score goals. You know, a ball over the top. He's got centre backs bouncing off him, and he sticks it in the bottom corner. And we're now expecting him to play when he's got 3 centre backs marking him in a low block. What do you expect him to do? You know. It's nothing to do with the players. I honestly, people are complaining that he's not working hard enough. I've watched him now for 18 months, and in every game, he'll spin and turn, spin and turn, spin and turn. He'll do it 36 times, spin and turn, spin and turn. Nobody finds him. What are you going to do in the end? He's only a human being. He might be on $500,000 a week, but he's just going to say, you know what? I ain't spinning and turning anymore because nobody's playing the ball for me. So what's the point? Yeah, it's the manager. Let's put it that way. Fog on the times, all mine, all mine. Some players on my Rick see their own things. Something. So it's a very interesting conversation going on in the chat between Mike and Phil. Do you reckon to come back tomorrow? Because I don't. You know what, bad boy? I've not missed a Manchester City game for years and years. I don't even think I'll bother watching it. Not for the fact that we will get beat. There's no doubt about it. I can't. The football is it's mind-numbingly boring. You sit there. I mean, the first half hour of that game at weekend, the possession was off the scale. We just tapped the ball around sideways, sideways, backwards, sideways, sideways, and we didn't have one shot on goal. We wasted a third of the game just tip-tapping the ball around. Why do we not play a mid-block and get the ball forward quicker? Do that 3 at the front. Haaland, Semenyo, Doku. Do that. But get the ball forward quicker. Get it forward quicker. But no, we win the ball back and then it's all pass it back. I might pass it sideways. The defence gets back in position. I mean, I'm telling you something you obviously know. I mean, it's so boring to watch. No, don't be sorry, Phil. Don't be sorry. It's fascinating to because this is why I like your channel, because you know, anybody who wants to learn about the game, you know, you need to. I've said to Mike, he needs to set up his own YouTube channel because it would be a fascinating watch. We talk about pies. No, Mike, you carry on. It wasn't a criticism. I was just saying it was fascinating how you're talking about individual traits and team instructions and stuff like that. I find all of that kind of stuff really fascinating. Although it's not the way I play the game, I do find it fascinating. And this is why one of the reasons I've loved the live stream, because I've learnt a lot from doing the live stream. I've learnt so much. I'm not doing in the first half against Villa. Same thing. I said it. Someone needs to tell them they're 2-0 down. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike, obviously, I mean, Mike comes in most live streams and he's obviously very knowledgeable on the game. And obviously, you know, you can learn a lot of things from people like that. No, like I say, it wasn't a criticism. I'm just I'm loving I'm loving the chat and. Okay, anybody who's joined the live stream, check into the chat because there's some really informative stuff going on in the chat. But we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Fiorentina. And we're just about to play the Italian Cup final against the struggling Lazio. So is Football Manager going to do a Football Manager here or what? Right, okay, what are we going to do here? I think we refresh the team. I think we're going to put Potter on that side. And we're going to put, what's his face? Montoro on that side. It's fun talking about football tactically. I mean, used to be a goalkeeper, so I had all the time in the world to process the game from a vantage point until the ball came my way. Well, this is the thing, you see, Mike. You've no idea who's in the chat, do you? You know, it could be somebody like yourself who's played football and knows about football tactically. Thiago, good shout for FPL captain, 10210. Right, I think I've changed my wingers. I think we're going to go into this game now as it is. No, we can't. Oh, of course, there's a big game. So Diouf is suspended. So Hendricks is going to have to come in for him. Hendricks. To be honest, I think I've got away a bit lightly there. Normally, before a really big game, they will injure more players than that, or suspend more players. Diouf, he needs to be binned, doesn't he? Right, how are we doing? So we've got Hendricks, whose sharpness is not great, and Montoro, whose sharpness is not great. So does that mean that we play... Does that mean that we do play... what's his face there then? Kalal is on a fitness, so I can't. Do I watch Formula 1? Can't abide it, I'm afraid, bad boy. Always loved how you say wingers. Wingers. How do you say? How does everybody say wingers? No, I can't abide. To be honest, bad boy, the only sport I really watch is football. I'm addicted to football. I'm addicted to Manchester City, and no, F1, not really. It's not my thing at all. Jack plays a lot of F1 on his channel, though, doesn't he? He'll be starting that soon because when Football Manager dies a bit of a death, then he changed over to F1, doesn't he? Right, okay, well, let's go. I can't play Kalali anyway because he's injured, so Montoro is going to have to play there. So let's see whether we get FM'd here or not. I mean, Lazio are in major trouble. They are going to be in Division 2 next season. So this should be a shoo-in. Is it going to be? Who knows? Let's click the button, see what happens. Early goal would be very nice, lads. I'm going to go positive actually. Early on. Nice. I mean, that's not great, is it, really, giving the ball away like that? Lorenzo, good work, lad. No, we've given the ball away again. Oh, brilliant. So, we've won Serie A with 4 games to spare, and we started the cup final playing like a gang of buffoons who've never seen a football before. Amazing. And Lazio, who can't buy a goal, have scored first. Right, come on, let's give them a demand more. I mean, what is going on here? This could put pay to me getting the Bayern Munich job, this. I was rather hoping we'd do the double and then... Right, come on, let's go on, Montoro. Nope, giving the ball away again. Right, okay then. Okay. Ooh, Marcano Secchi saves us for going 2 down. Come on, we're going to demand more again. 2-1. Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Monnerin. Don't panic. Over the top. I don't know when the last time was that we were 1-0 down in a game. I can't remember. It's been that long, I think. But anyway, yeah, let's be glass half full. Go on, Montoro. Skin him. Lorenzo. Paz. Montoro. Great save from the keeper. No, Phil 6-1 to the gaffer. I think you're all being a bit optimistic here. I've seen games like this before. I was a bit worried when we drew that game against Sassuolo, because obviously that's broken the momentum. We'll see. We'll see. So Lazio here playing out of the skin. 7 shots, 3 on target. Better XG than us. Attacking. Demand more. Okay, we're losing the cup final 1-0 at half-time to a team who are going to be in the second division next season. You bet I'm angry. You bet I'm angry. But the important thing is Zimash is shattered and Paz is shattered, and that is probably why we're not doing well. Okay, who can we bring as an attacking mid? Rubino, he's not particularly up to fitness though. Right. Let's settle for 4-1. Yeah, I've seen this game hundreds of times. I don't think we're winning this game. Demand more again. And when we need the ball, it's Lazio with it again. Go on, Montoro. Oh, nicely taken. Montoro, lad. It's taken the half-time team talk to heart. Go on, lad. Go on. It's outside the area, that. Time to use meta tactics. Put Beltran in goal. Oh, my God. No penalty. I reckon a shootout. Well, to be honest, bad boy, it wouldn't be a bad thing, because at least it would test the shootout, wouldn't it? Because apparently the shootout, as we don't go into them after 2 penalties now. They actually go in at the beginning of the penalties, which is a bonus. Okay, Camuso, Hendricks. Keane shoots over. Chips the ball into the invisible man. And Lazio coming away with the ball again. It's going to go 2-0 this, I think. Don't kick him! Don't kick him! 2-0, there we go. Referee wants to look at it, but I think my worst fears have been brought to realisation here. It's been awarded with 2-0 down. Okay. No pizza tonight. Yeah, I've been FM'd here. There's not a lot you can do about it, is there really? Right, what can we do? Anything about this at all? Did I make the mistake of not putting rest periods in before the game? Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. I've got 3 changes left. I'm not too sure what I can do here. I don't really think it makes a lot of difference what I do, if I'm honest. Right, let's put Beltran on there. Kerim can go on there. 65 minutes, so we may as well make all the changes now. Let's bring Martel in as the DM. Doesn't really make any difference that the game's gone now. Let's demand more. Can we get one? Can we get one? That's nice. We can get one. Hendricks, come on. 2-1. Hendricks, he's doing a Bernardo Silva. Running back to the centre circle with the ball. Right, come on. We're going to go very attacking. I'm going to demand more. No, we're not demanding more while the game's on. Hendricks in the box. Somebody fall over in the box. Win that ball. Oh, he's giving it him. He's giving it him. Oh. Right, demand more again. Back in the game, come on, yeah. Right, okay. Looks like they're tiring trigger the press. Playing wider. Right, we've got 5 minutes left. Don't kick him. Nobody forward. Anybody want to discuss that at all? Anybody want to discuss that? Or shall we talk about meat and potato pies? Realism, of course it is, Mike. This game. Let's discuss meat and potato pies. Yeah, Trev. That is an absolute disgrace. That's an absolute disgrace. I love meat and potato pies. Me too. I love a meat and potato. I used to be a baker. I used to make them. Used to make great meat and potato pies. I'm guessing we can make another sub. Who have I got that's got... I've got nobody that's got peak fitness at all. Yeah. Oh my God. Right, let's take the mentality back down to positive. I don't want to be going for it and leaving us too open at the back. Yeah, meat potato pie. Like I say, I've made thousands of meat potato pies in my time as a baker. Then a good meat potato pie is it's worth travelling for, isn't it? Right, okay, let's extra time. Go on, Football Manager. What are you going to throw at us next? What's going to happen next in this game? If you have just joined the live stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm managing Fiorentina. And this is the Italian Cup final. We were losing to Lazio, who are no hopers. They're going to be a second division team next season. We were 2-0 down, and one of their players has just, from more or less from the halfway line, put the ball into the back of his own net for 2-2. Martel coming forward down the wing. Your head on it. No. I think it's going to go pens, this. I think it's going to go pens. Well, I feel like a shot coming on there. I think we will definitely be making a shot tomorrow out of that. Now, the ball won't go in the back of the net now, will it? Breaking news. Allegations of match fixing Castaclado Fiorentina's... Yeah, exactly. You've got another video you can use with that buffoon, Rick. Definitely. Hiya, Craig, mate. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, second half. I'm guessing we can't make any more subs. It is Italy when all's said and done. So, can we make another sub? At least we found out why Lazio... Oh, just a minute. At least we found out why Lazio have struggled, if nothing else. Oh, comment of the evening. Brilliant stuff, Stevie. Let's just have a quick look at this. Let's calm down a bit. 26 shots, 18 on target, an XG of 2.72. And, yeah, the second goal had to be scored by... How much did you pay him? I'm not telling you, Phil. Oh, my God. I tell you what, though. It's good stuff for your book, this. You could make a whole chapter about this. I'm guessing we can't make any more subs. I would have thought we can't make any more subs. I mean, we could do with the centre-back on if we can make one. No, we can't. Right, okay then. Right, let's go attacking then. Let's demand more again. It was huge as well, Andrew. The brown... You've never seen a brown envelope so big in your life. It was huge. God, it's like watching Manchester City. Pass, 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 pass. Corner. No. It's going to pens, I think, this, isn't it? It's, right, penalty takers. So Rubinho and Karen, we don't really have penalty takers, do we? Rubinho, Karen, Keane, Lorenzo Luca, Martel, Hendricks. I call the shootout. I'm only just arrived. I'm afraid to ask what's been going on. Okay, I'll fill you in, Craig. So we've got through the FA Cup final. Got through the Italian Cup final. And we're playing Lazio. How they've got there, I don't know, because they're going to be a second division team next season. They're struggling against relegation. So it was either going to be an 8-0 win or it was going to be a banana skin. It turned out to be a banana skin. So we couldn't kick a ball straight. They scored 2 goals. We were 2-0 down, dead and buried. We did get one back. And then from the halfway line, more or less, one of their players passed the ball back to their goalkeeper and it went straight past him and in the net, 2-2. And here we are. We're at penalties. The own goal is taking. You've got to wonder whether the guy who scored the own goal is taking one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, probably what he'll do, Phil. He'll line up to take the penalty, and then at the last minute he'll turn around and kick it the other way. That's probably what'll happen. Right, okay, let's just encourage them. Hey, we're starting at 0-0. Okay, we scored the first one. Well, I just can't take this game seriously. Really, I can't take this game seriously. I mean, you know, all of the people who try to be smart and whatever with the comments and like, you know, oh, it happens in real life. Really? Does that happen in real life? I'd like to see where it happens in real life. Oh. How is the goalie on an 8.2? Well, to be honest, it wasn't the goalkeeper's fault, was it really? Because that pass back to him went nowhere near him. It was like the Chelsea one. I mean, if the goalkeeper had been stood at the near post and the pass back would have gone to him and he'd have miskicked it and it had gone in, fine, not a problem with that. The goalkeeper was right on the other end of the goal. He was on the far post and the fullback passed the ball into the near post. So he didn't even direct it towards the goalkeeper. Come on, Kerim, lad. You've not played a lot of football. You've been disappointing, if I'm honest, Kerim. Good goal, though. Nothing changes then. That's good to know, yeah. I have to say, though, a couple of comments there. This is why I love live streaming. Some of the comments are just brilliant. You have to wonder whether the geezer who scored the own goal is going to take a penalty. Oh, he scored his. And Stevie's comment was absolutely brilliant. I love it. At least we found out why Lazio has struggled, if nothing else. Oh my God. Come on, Lorenzo, lad. You know where the net is. Stick it in. He was always going to miss that one, eh? He was always going to miss that one. So my leading goal scorer this season, on top of all of this, my leading goal scorer has chipped the ball into the goalkeeper's arms. Can't Karnasecchi? No. It did happen in Real Madrid game this weekend. Arguably chipped the keeper from his own half. The only difference was he was the opposition goalkeeper. Now, when you say it's the only difference, Mike, that is a big difference. Oh my God. Moise Keane chips the ball at the goalkeeper's arms. You know what? I've said it for a long time with this game, but this game is fixed. There's no doubt about it. It's fixed. So if they score this now, they've won it, haven't they? So we missed our last 2 penalties there. So we even had the penalty shootout one there, and then I've got Moise Keane there and Lorenzo Luca chip the ball into the goalkeeper's arms. Not enough money, Gaffer. No, it wasn't. Definitely not. Craig, when can we start to pre-order FM27? Yeah, it's Phil. Not to be this time. It's fixed, isn't it? It's definitely fixed. I mean, let's just remind ourselves where Lazio are in the league. Next to the bottom, they're 19th. Let's have a look at what their results have been like. Everyone running away to celebrate that except the Lazio player that wanted you to win it. Oh my God. That's what my son would call a momentum killer. That's a momentum killer, that. Okay, bring on the last two games. Bring on the last two games. Right, Hendricks is looking tired. Do you... Paz was looking tired, wasn't he? So what might do it? Oh, mind you, is Kalali... Kalali's back fit. Right, we'll bring Kalali on. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I could instant result these two. Moise Keane's out injured. Right, okay. Yeah, I could instant result these two, couldn't I, really? Doesn't really matter. Does he still get the brown envelope? Definitely not. Definitely not. Bring on the dancing girls, more like. Right, so we've got to start planning for next season now. I'm kind of wondering whether that cup final loss will be a disadvantage to me getting offered another job. I don't know, really. I mean, I did the treble last season. Doing the double this season might have been the difference maker. Oh, bugger off. You can bugger right off with that. Bugger off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my temptation here is to throw my toys out of the pram. You can bugger right off with that Sports Interactive. Couldn't hit a bando with a banjo in the cup final, and within 8 minutes we've scored against Udinese and it's 1-0. You can bugger right off with that. Gaffer has contacts with the mafia. You know what, Andrew? If I did have, I know where I'd bloody send them. I need some tea and a pasty. If you have joined the live stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. I'm playing on a PS5. I'm playing with the keyboard and mouse, not playing with the controller for months now. And I'm managing Fiorentina, and we have won Serie A this season. But we did do the treble last season. This season, we've just been cheating out of the cup final. Yeah, you heard it right, cheated. Makes you wonder how many people have taken up fishing or snooker or anything else since this game. You know what, Craig? You could take up watching paint dry and it'd be more realistic than this. The gaffer spent a year in Palermo. He knows people. Oh my God. I've seen some ridiculous games in Football Manager, and you try to keep your sense of humour, but that one, that took the biscuit. That was everything about Sports Interactive was wrapped up in that game. Squeaky bum time, on the edge of your seat, ridiculous stuff happening, drama, tragedy. Everything was in that game. Absolutely. We'll go, please. Does it really matter? You're looking very tired, though. The whole team's looking tired. Doesn't really matter, does it, to be honest? We've won the league. Oh, pause didn't work then. Right, we'll bring Moise Keane on up front, if I can find him. Is he on the pitch already? No, he's not on the pitch already. Moise Keane, where is he? Is he injured? Oh, he's injured, isn't he? He's out for 5 to 6 weeks. Right. Have I done something silly there as well, Montoro? I have done something silly. Right, the whole team's tired. Let's do the defence. Let's change the whole of the defence. He can come on. Conde. And is Hendricks injured as well? Hendricks, can't see him. Yep, there's a double. No thanks. Yeah, I don't think it was the players. I think there was other forces involved there. Okay, let's do Martel then. What's that for? We may as well make 5 changes. Let's bring Rubino on. Come on there. Let's do that. I fail to believe that is anything to do with tactics, formations, or anything other than the fact that Sports Interactive love to stab you in the back every now and again. That's all that was. It was nothing to do with formations, tactics. I mean, Lazio have been abysmal all season. They're going to get relegated. And yet we've won the league with 4 games to go and we're 2-0 down in the final. And we just scored again in that, once again, Sports Interactive. You can bugger off with that. 2-0. Where were these goals in the final? No, not happy now. Not happy with that at all. Right, so I've got to start thinking about what we're going to do for next season. I'm just wondering whether... So up top we've got Moise Keane, we've got Lorenzo Luca, we've got Zimash. Wide we've got Potter. We got Kerim, who was penalty awarded. Shall we put some money on whether this penalty goes in or not? Bearing in mind we missed the last two to knock us out of the cup. Rubino, here we go. Straight in the back of the net. What a surprise. So we've got Kalali and Montoro for the right. I think I'm just going to have a look at what's... Because I've got 50 odd million to spend. Mike's taking notes for his next chapter. Where's the button here that says, you bunch of losers, why oh why have you turned it on in this game and you couldn't turn it on in the last one? Where's the button? Right. Oh, it's Inter Milan, isn't it? Last game of the season, it's Inter Milan. Wolves keen on signing Engard. Have no clubs come in for you? They haven't yet, Craig. No. That's what I'm saying. I kind of feel. Well, I don't know whether it make any difference. I think having done the treble last season, if I could have done the double this season, then I don't know whether that would have given me a little bit of a boost. But the fact that I just lost the cup final, I don't know if that makes any difference really. I am surprised though. I don't really know what the criteria is, to be quite honest. Oh, I do need to change that. What's it over? Oh, I had it already. Montoro needs to go up there like that. Right, okie dokie. I think we'll just... I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, Keane's still injured. Hendricks. I think we'll play Hendricks. Conde. Like I say, it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Montoro can go back out there. Paz can come back in here. And can't do anything with strikers because Moyes keen. Right, okay. Oh, hang about. We need to save the game. No, I've had no job offers at all. So I'm not quite sure, but it is what it is, of course. I mean, that's the other question as well. I mean, I did pose this about an hour and a half ago. You know, do I carry on with Fiorentina? Would it be more interesting if I went and did something else and started from scratch somewhere, maybe a rebuild, or I mean, is there any interest in? I keep saying I want to manage a women's team. Is there any interest in that at all? Do I just start planning for next season with Fiorentina and I'll give the Champions League another bash? Nice cup of tea. I'm having fun reading the chat. Oh, with a steaming hot pie. I think Phil likes a pasty. He's quite partial to a pasty, I think. I made a lot of pasties in my time as well. I made thousands of pasties. It's a penalty. Yes, do a women's team. I hadn't lost a game with FC. Treble first season, then lost the cup final, won the league though, and Champions League. Very partial. Yeah, I can tell. I used to. Well, I watched a lot of your videos, and very often you'll say, "Oh, it's time for a cup of tea and a pasty." See, at this time of the night, I would be a cup of tea and like a chocolate muffin or something like that. At this time of the night. Different. I'll have to try some British ones. They sound yummy. Well, mine were, Mike. I can't speak for everybody else's. Gaffer be wearing. Gaffer's managing women's team. What will Gaffer be wearing? Check the opposition goalie. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm up to doing anything. I hadn't really planned to leave. I was kind of, part of me did hope that at the end of the season I might get offered another job and just give me some options. But you know, if we think it's a good idea to ditch this and do something else. I mean, to be fair, I've won everything there is to win in Italy, so I've got nothing else to win in Italy now. It would just be Champions League, wouldn't it, really? But, I mean, okay, that was the Italian Cup final, and that was pretty gutting. Can you imagine if I got in the into the Champions League final and that happened? My God, the air would be blue. I miss pasties when I go. You'll have to get somebody to send them over. I used to when I had my bakery. I mean, I don't know how true it was, but they told us we used to make butter pies. And people who lived in Europe used to come in the shop, buy butter pies and take them back with them. I don't know how true that is, but I was told that a few times. Phil, and gravy isn't just gravy, it's a hug for your mashed potatoes. Very well put that, Phil. Very well put. It's fun watching FM content winning women's leagues, although phrasing matters. Somebody described a female striker as a fox in the box and then felt he had to apologise. Oh my God. So it's talking about like women in football and stuff. So we went to watch my grandsons play at weekend. I was going to film it, but then it always, every Sunday morning between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, every week it pisses it down. So I couldn't do it this week, and it was windy as well, so I didn't film it. But so we played a team. It was a friendly. We played a team we played earlier on in the season. So because I'm the videographer for the club, I always have to go and ask their manager, is it okay to film? Because obviously it's children and the safeguarding issues. So, and I've never had any problems. Nobody's ever said no. In fact, some of the opposition managers will say, can you send us the footage? And it's like, yeah, fine, I will do. That's fine. So, this team that we played, I've got one of the mums is the manager. So anyway, like I say, we played him a few months ago, and it was the first time we played him. So I went up there, and there was a man and woman stood together, both with the like the corporate gear on for the team. But I naturally looked at the bloke and I said, "Are you the manager, mate?" And he said, "No, this lady's the manager." And I'm like, "Oh my god, what have you just done?" Yeah, I don't know whether I might get struck off YouTube if I manage a women's team. I would like to do it though, but I'd like to see the mechanics and see how the transfer market works. We're actually losing 3-0 here to Inter Milan, by the way, while I'm waffling on. If you have just joined the stream, we are coming to the end of the season actually now. This is the last game of the season. We are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. Playing it on the PS5 and I'm managing Fiorentina. Maybe she was Butch. I don't think you can say that, Andrew. I don't think you can say that. Right, hold on. I've done the same thing again. What are you doing? Come on. I've lost concentration now, you see. I've lost concentration completely. Right. Okay. Zimash is going to have to come off, isn't he? Let's bring Martel on. And, I mean, we need God. It doesn't matter, does it, really? At the end of the day. Hendricks is tired. Is Doof available? Or is he injured as well? Am I interested? Not really. So Inter Milan must have something to play for then, because they're 3-0 up here. They must have something to play for. Let's give them a demand more. Go positive. Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't really like games like this towards the end of the... I like to have something to play for, and these 4 games are pretty dead, haven't they? It's not been great, to be honest. Hey, we got a corner. Hey, Hendricks has got one back. It's 3-1. Way. Worked with the lass that talked like the lads, and when she was out, she drank pints and smoked rollies. No, I mean, in like real life, I'm all for women's football. I went to watch the Manchester City women's team a while ago, and the level of strength, technical ability, and everything was just brilliant. I loved it. My granddaughter, before she hurt her knee, she was a goalkeeper for a few different teams. Salt of the earth, Andrew. Sounds like my sister. Oh, God. Oh, I thought we were getting away back into the game. Do you know of the Bayern goalie's situation? I don't know. Why? What's going on with that bad boy? I mean, talking about goalkeepers and Manchester City, you know, there's a conversation point there, isn't there? But no, what's going on? Bayern goalie, what's happening with him? Like these meaningless games, I can use my prospects from the youth team to try out different tactics. Yeah, I could have done that, Mike. Could have done that. I didn't. Oh, we're getting demolished here. 5-1 now. All their goalies are injured, even the academy ones. Really? That sounds like... Are you sure you're not making that up, bad boy? Because that sounds like Football Manager to me. I think you're allowed to loan goalkeeper in, I think, aren't you? What night is it tonight? It's Monday, innit? I was wondering if there were any Champions League games on. There won't be, would there? Right, address the team. Angry. Okay, let's... 28.86 million we've received. Must admit, your streams are awesome and much more buffoonery than average. Oh God, I know. Tell me about it, Phil. Let's just have a look in here. Yeah, you definitely have a laugh in here. Some of the comments are just off the scale, brilliant. Love it. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. First place, very very nice indeed. Luca wins the top goal scoring award. Okay, fine. That's bloody amazing, that, isn't he? Did he score one in the cup final? Oh, no, he didn't. He chipped the ball straight into the goalkeeper's arms, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, there's a word for that. It begins with C-H-E-A-T. Right, okay. Goal of the season was scored by who? Who scored that then? Oh, Yildiz. No, it's 40 years old. Bloody hell. Everyone injured sounds like Bayern got FM'd. Right, so this could be important. Gaffer wins Most Valuable Coach, has won the Italian Serie A Most Valuable Coach Award. Okay. To rely on a 16-year-old goalie. Goal of the season was the own goal. Yeah, I know. I mean, you couldn't write some of the stuff that happens in Football Manager, could you? Right, so we've got 6 players in the team of the year. Erline, Camuso, Doof, who else? Right, so 3 of the back 4 were in the team of the year. Montoro, Lorenzo, Luca, and Martel, weirdly, as well. And I did drop him for Engard. What's the own goal? Can we see that again? What, you want to watch it again? That only cost Gaffer €1 million for the award. What you want to see? You want to see it again? Let me just save it before the bloody thing crashes. Can we see that again? Yeah, well, I think Craig might want to see it, mightn't he? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Italian Cup final, right? How do we do this now? You don't do that, do you? Click on the score. Where are we? Italian Cup final. There we go. Goals. Oh yes. Right. Is that going to do it or not? Oh, it seems warm up. So for anybody who's joined the live stream and you're thinking about buying Football Manager, it's a console version, but this is the kind of thing that you can expect for your hard-earned money. Just watch one of these goals. This is a sight to behold. This is definitely. I'm going to make a short out of this. This will be up as a short tomorrow. Okay, so it's not here because. So by the way, as well, this team here we're playing, Lazio, are getting relegated to the second division. By this time we won Serie A, but we 1-0 down there, and we can't pass the ball straight. Okay, here we go. Here's the second one. Running rings rounders they are. Running rings rounders. Look at this. Oh my word. Have Lazio won the league then? No, they've got relegated. Okay, so that's 2-0. Right. Let's you could rebuild them. Right, here we go. So this is our first goal coming back. Lorenzo Luca passes all the way back to Erline. So we're losing 2-0 at this point. And Hendricks puts the ball in the back. So it's 2-1 now, and we're back in the game. We are in extra time, by the way. Okay. So are you ready? Are you ready for this world of realism? Are you ready for this? I mean, we still lost the tie. We went out on penalties. But the last two penalties were our best two strikers chipped the ball into the goalkeeper's arms. So we were given the award as the best team in Serie A, right? End of season break, training camp announced, blah de blah de blah. Phil, I have no words. I have no words at all. No words. The thing about it as well with that is, if we'd have won that cup final, I couldn't have celebrated it because you can't celebrate stuff like that. It's just stupid 12-year-old boy playground humour, isn't it? Goal of the season. Sign him up. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I suppose that there are going to be like playoff games and things like that now. So, you know, there isn't going to be jobs available anyway at the moment, is there? 16 jobs available. Wrexham. Hamburg. Hey. Only in FM. Yep. Yep. When you write your book, Phil, you can have that one. You can make a chapter out of that one. You can have that. Right, how long have we been on now? 2.25 hours. What time is it then? What time does that make it? 9:45. It's not too bad. Right. Seen worse at Molineux last season under Gary O'Neill. You'd sign both the defenders and the keeper. I'm sure that will raise no suspicions. Wrexham available. Yeah, I know. Why have we only got 40 million in the bank? We had 49 million and then we just received 28 million. So why have we only got 40 million in the bank? Schalke does a good job. Huge stadium, always filled, fallen giant, good money. And it's the Bundesliga as well. I don't know whether I dare go to the Bundesliga again. Hey, Gaffer's won Manager of the Year. Amazing. What's that? Claims the Pancina d'Oro. What is that? Oh, that's the Manager of the Year award. They've offered 9 million for Mads Engard. What is his million? Value 16.5. No, we're rejecting that at the moment. I'm not really. Match fixing funds were needed. The brown envelope had some cash in it. Let's have a look at. Let's just have a look at the player database. What we're talking about. We were talking about brown envelopes and paying people off. Right, cleared that. Let's just. So who have we got here? Midfield playmaker, 57 mil, 3-star, 4.5-star potential. Fairly determined. Can play that attacking mid-role. Neto, 10 mil. Is he a wonder kid? No. $13. How old is he? He's only 19. 3-star with 5-star potential. And they only want 13 mil for it. He's got to be a wonder kid, him. Yeah, he's a wonder kid. A wide forward. Let's do that off camera where it's not being recorded, Collie. You come a baker, you learn these traits. What's he's fairly determined. Quite like the look of him. He looks alright, doesn't he? Right-footed, very strong. So he'd have to be an inside forward, wouldn't he? Alright, I don't really play with wide forwards. It's quick. It's only 5'10". 30 mil. Can't see him. He's unhappy as well. Let's put him on the short list. Who else have we got? Paulo Ricardo. I'm not paying 60 mil for a 19-year-old. Not a chance in hell. Hey, Quender at Chelsea. Got him in my Chelsea save. He doesn't look that great here, does he really? I'd put him up front, natural finisher. Because it's an expiring contract, that's why the value is low. Sign him for free. Centre back. Who was it? It was him, wasn't it? He's got an expiring contract, has he? I didn't notice that. Expires in 26 days. Can I get him for nothing? You can have what you want, mate. Have what you want. Oh, we got him. That's a bit weird. Oh my god. I think the question is now is, are we all bored with Fiorentina, or should I do something different? I mean, have we got the interest for another season with Fiorentina? I've won everything in Italy. We've now got to see whether we can do well in Europe, which traditionally we've not done. We've not done well in Europe at all. So what is the interest level? Hiya, Alex. How are you doing, mate? You've missed it all tonight, Alex. You've missed it all. I'm just trying to progress this game a little bit, just thinking that, you know, once all the playoffs are done, I might get offered just to give me a little bit of an option. I always miss it. Lorenzo Luca is Europe's top marksman. Oh, I thought it was wrong. So we've got 88 mil in the bank now. 52 still to spend. That young wonder kid looks all right, doesn't he? We do we do need another striker, really, to be fair, because playing two up top I've got Moise Keane, but he's been playing on the wing, so... You already rebuilt a fallen giant in Italy. Might be time to do it in Germany with Schalke. Mafia refund. He gave the money back after all. Oh, they're not even in the Bundesliga. They're in Bundesliga 2, which is kind of my save, really. Trying to get him back into the Bundesliga again. I mean, what do we think about that? I mean, I'm easy. I'll go whichever way. I have no preference really. If I stick with Fiorentina and try and do better in the Champions League, then we stick with that. I mean, I've just signed that wonder kid, so. But I'm equally happy to go to Germany and manage Schalke. That'd be a good challenge, that, because they're in Bundesliga 2. So it'd be get them out of Bundesliga 2 into the Bundesliga and then try and get European football with them. What are the players like? Guessing they've got a bloody aging squad. Yeah, of course they have. 34, 33, 33, 32, 32. Phil, win the Champions League. Give it a go. What, Schalke? Bad boy staying Fiorentina. It's fascinating. Germany has money, but Schalke is known for its youth system. Or you could break your rule and manage City for the people and the views. I go to Schalke. Stevie's saying go to Schalke, especially with them not in the top league. That's interesting that Stevie should say that. I thought Stevie would instead stay at Fiorentina. So most of these old players that they've got are expiring. Well, I'm saying most of them. There's 4 of them, 5 of them there that are all going. I'm in for a City save. Yeah, I do have a I do have a bit of a rule, though, bad boy. I don't manage Manchester City. But I would be open to managing Schalke, I think, because it's pretty widely known. I'd stay and win the Champions League. You could do a save with Manchester City women. I'm here for the schnitzel. Some clubs do appear to have a natural ceiling, and it takes a long time to move beyond that sometimes, I find. GG managing City is the only way City will play direct football. You know what? I must admit, it's a bloody temptation. It's a temptation because far be it from me to question Guardiola, but I have a thing at the moment. If Guardiola is meant to be the best manager in the world, why is he not playing to the players' strengths? Why are we playing this tip-tappy football when you've got players like Doku, Semenyo, Haaland, Cherky. Why are we playing this tip-tappy football still? Get it? I get it. David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, you know, those players, brilliant, not a problem. Because they would never lose the ball. They would do something with it when they got it. I get it. I understand that. But he's so stubborn. He's driving me potty at the moment. I don't know what to do. I kind of feel like, my gut feeling is, I have more chance of winning the Champions League with Schalke than I do with Fiorentina, although I am quite into the save with Fiorentina. What's Lorenzo Luca worth? 55 mil. How many goals did he score this season? 38 goals, 6 assists, and an average rating of 7.31. And he's still only 29. Weirdly, Zimash is only 24. How many goals did he score? 20 off 29 appearances. 9 assists, 7.15. Oh, don't get me started, Phil. Don't get me started. Literally at the moment, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I've been watching City now. I mean, I've said it many times before. I was at Newcastle in 1968 with my dad when we won the old First Division. So that's how long I've been watching City, and I've stuck with them through thick and thin. At the moment, the football is boring me to death. I'm probably not even going to watch the game tomorrow night because we all know what he should do, and he won't. He'll go back to this tippy-tappy football, and Real Madrid will just sit back and hit us on the break. I am very embarrassed to say it, but I'm for the rest of the season, I don't even know whether I want to watch us play because it's so boring. So boring. It's really horrible football that he plays. Horrible, horrible football. Because the players that he's trying to do it with just can't do that. So, you don't even use Nico G anymore. And Phil, it's yeah, I know. I mean, Nico G, most of the games this season where we've been really, really good, Nico G has played. I mean, he does my head in with the whole Haaland thing. There's even City fans on Blue Moon at the moment saying, just sell him, get him out of my team. And you're like, what? What are you talking? Have you gone mad? You know, the manager is not playing a tactic and a formation that suits his style of play. It's not his fault. It's bonkers. They hit us on the counter so easy. It's so predictable. It is. Every game that you watch now, there's a whole half of the pitch the opposition have got to run into. And most teams these days, even the teams who are not that good, have got two quick players on the edge of the penalty area. And as soon as we lose the ball, it's over the top. Then two quick players have gone. And our defenders are on the heels. It's... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If I'm really honest, I'm a bit bored with Fiorentina now. I am a bit bored. But that's not to say I shouldn't carry on and try and win the Champions League with them. Pep should go to Spurs and see if he can save them. I don't think anybody can save Spurs. They overload midfield when he brings on Schalke. I don't know. After the game at weekend, I did have a bit of a realisation. I sat down and thought about it, and I thought, you know what? We've brought in a new director of football. Are we actually planning now for the next manager? Because the players that they're buying in don't fit Guardiola's style. Guardiola already said 2 weeks ago, until the day he dies, he's always going to play possession football because he thinks that that's the way to win games. The fact that it's boring, tired, out of date doesn't seem to make any difference with him. It's such a boring game to watch. But I do wonder whether we are going to have to hold fire until a new manager comes in, and then they've already got somebody earmarked who will use these players in the right way. I mean, the whole Doku thing drives me mad. Absolutely. Because he sticks him wide on the left, and you can see it every time. He gets the ball, it's passed to him as slow as possible, so it gets to... So by that time, 2 players, so the fullback comes out and another comes out. It's got 2 players on him. Real Madrid, he had 3 on him. He can't get through him, loses the ball, or he just passes it back inside again and recycle. But the way to beat that, and okay, I'm managing in Football Manager, but for me, the way to beat that is 2 players come out, 3 players come out. Okay, you're going to pass it back in, pass it quick and move. Quick and move. Those three players are out of the game then. But no, he passes it back in, and then we pass it across the centre-back, out to the other side. By this time, those 3 players have drifted back in. I feel like I'm going mad. It's just... Anyway. Andrew, do we think he's going to get the sack? I can guarantee you now, if I had a mortgage, Andrew, I would put all of my mortgage on the fact that Pep Guardiola will never, ever, ever, ever stick another ever in there. He'll never, ever get sacked. He just won't. They won't sack him. I think the problem we've got at City at the moment now is that he's got too much control. He's got far too much control. You know, he's brought this Pep Linders in. He's brought Kolo Toure in. He was supposed to be listening to him. I don't think he listens to him at all. He tells everybody how the game is going to be played, and then that's it, and nobody dares say anything. Doc was isolated in the Madrid game. Do I think he's doing it to get the sack? But they won't sack him, Andrew. I thought you were asking. Hang on, I missed some. Imagine how Barcelona fans feel. Every counter-attack against them is a guaranteed clear chance. I don't know. Like I say, I talk far too much about Manchester City in this live stream. I don't know what to do here. I mean, there are options. Yeah, I could go and manage a women's team. The Schalke save, or the Schalke would be very, very interesting. I love the Bundesliga. They're in Division 2, so that would be a great challenge to get them back into the Bundesliga again. I don't know. I'm not sure at all. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Where did... So Bundesliga 1. Where do we find the... Where do I find the... It's that, isn't it? Stages. There we go. Playoffs. League stage. Right, so unless Bayern Munich's manager gets poached by somebody, then Bayern Munich don't need a manager. They've won it at a canter, haven't they? Bayern Munich. Buy a wig and high heels. Move to Schalke, save it and do a women's save, and then you can go back to Schalke. Philosophy sister will do your makeup. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, I've been thinking about this all day, and I was kind of hoping that I might do the double and then get offered a job at a higher club somewhere. I mean, I could stick at it and keep clicking continue. By then, the Schalke job will have gone, won't it? So... click on the country flag. There should be a window with all the playable divisions in the country. Who's got relegated? Mainz 05 and Dynamo Dresden. Schalke women's save. Or do we just start a brand new save back in 2025 with somebody? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do I have to put a space in there or something? For God's sake. How the hell do I find this? I can find it by doing that, can't I? There we go, Bundesliga 2. There we go. Werder Bremen are in Division 2 as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, who thinks it's a bad idea to go to Schalke? If you have joined the stream, we're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Fiorentina. I think it's my 3rd or 4th season with them. We've just won Serie A, but last season we won the treble. This season we couldn't win the cup and we couldn't win the Super Cup. But I've got a bit of a dilemma now because I don't know whether to stay with them or move. I'm not sure. Don't know what to do. You get to use the updated database then. What are you saying there? The button next to press. Oh, that one. Right, okay. Ah, right, okay. Okay, right, okay. Oh, that's good information. Trev says, I would go to Schalke. I vote for Schalke, says Mike. See, I think it kind of makes sense a bit, really. I'm in favour of you moving to Schalke. Right, okay. I think, you know, sometimes... I mean, I'm a bit bored at Fiorentina, if I'm honest. Because I don't know whether they're obviously very good in Italy now. Very, very good. I don't know whether they're good enough to step up and win the Champions League. I think we're a way off the Champions League. So, personally, from a personal point of view, if next season we'll not win the Champions League, we just won't. So that could be like another season and another season. I think the consensus of opinion is moving to Schalke. Finances are secure. I mean, having said all of that, they might say, who? Gobby who? I mean, there is the other side of it as well. I did sign a new contract, so Schalke might not have enough money. They won't give you the job now. No, no, that's what I'm just thinking. There's me thinking, oh yeah, Schalke, yeah, that's an easy peasy. I might not even get the bloody job. Well, it's not a shoe-in, is it? Because I've not been offered it yet. I mean, I might be too late. There's always Charleston. Oh my God. I always fancied managing Eintracht Frankfurt. It's a team I've never managed. Change is as good as a rest. It is, yeah. What else is there available? Bergamo. I think the Wrexham in Sky Bet Championship is an interesting one. Finished 23rd. Does that mean they've got relegated then? I think the decision is made, well, sometimes it takes a while, all the way up to July, get offered the job you applied for, right, okay. Because they're crafty, aren't they, the game? They you know, you apply for the job and then they keep you hanging on. So it kind of ruins your transfer window, doesn't it, in many ways? Because really, I should be looking and building Fiorentina now. Is Wrexham still owned Rob and Ryan? Where do I find that information out from? That'll be in staff, won't it? Chairperson's Andy Roberts. I can't see where you find that out. About the club, will it be in there? You probably have to resign from free to get the Schalke job. Do you think they're going to appoint Sam Allardyce now? Do you think? I mean, that's a bit of a risk, isn't it, really? How long's my contract? I've had a look at that, Trev. I had a look on the staff. It just gave the chairman, and it wasn't either of those two. What was I going to look at then? I was going to look at my contract. Is, where are we? 2032. So I've got a contract for another 2 years with Fiorentina. You know, my save Reynolds leads in the first season and Wrexham get relegated to League One. You know what? There's some bonkers stuff happened tonight in this. Let's just resign. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, there we go. So it looks like you were right. Was it Mike who said that? Or, oh no, it was Trev. Right, okay then. I should have had a look actually how much I was on at Fiorentina. So they've offered me a 2-year contract on 30k a week. I don't think I was on 30k a week at Fiorentina. Transfer budget's 19.5 mil. Wage budget 725,000. $20k you thought, right? Okay, so I'm actually on more money then. Come on, I'm manager of the season in Italy. I'm definitely worth a bit more than that. 32. 33. Hey, 33k. A Bundesliga 2 club isn't going to want to buy out your Fiorentina contract. Right, okay. It's a good job you said that, Trev, because I would have just sat there clicking the bloody button. Right, it looks like I am the new Schalke 04 manager. Right, well, I don't need any introductions, really, because I kind of know what I'm doing, I think. Right, so they're not wanting a massive amount. A Bundesliga 2 top half finish. And maintain. Right, okay then. That's alright. Hang about, what we're doing here. Right, we'll accept that current. Right, let's give it a save. Save game as... do they supply you with laser hosen? We're home, football to your left, beer to your right. You might end up with the Wolves job. That's the worst that could happen. Right, who's unhappy? 3 unhappy players. Right, let's have a look at the squad. Hang about. Let's just have a look at finances. So we've got 45 mil in the bank, and I've got what am I doing here? And I've got 19 mil. Right, okay. But bearing in mind, I'm going to gain back, what's that? 29, 50. No, but it's about another 70 odd K coming back there. Schnitzel for everybody. Okay. Right, let's go into squad. Let's have a look at what we've got. You know what I'd like to try with this? I'd like to try 3 centre-backs and 2 wing-backs. I've been wanting to try that and try and perfect it and get it right. I'd love to give that a go. Have we got 3 centre-backs? Got loads of centre-backs, or 2 of them are retiring. Okay, we've got Felipe Sanchez, 3-star, 4-star. Not very good, does he? Too overlapping. Yeah. Okay, let's select it by ability. Wrong way around. That's more like it. Okay, we've got I have to say, even though they paid me quite a lot of money, this squad doesn't look, value-wise, it's nowhere near, is it? I mean, Lorenzo Luca had a value of 50 odd mil. Okay, so we've got him, professional, 31-year-old. When's his contract running out? Year and 6 days, that's okay. Germany is also the only league in FM console other than England that I know of that has a license for realistic pre-game presentation, league tables, lineup cards, etc. At least for Bundes. Right, okay. Right, okay. He looks all right. Things I usually look for are work rate, teamwork and determination. They're all good. It's quite aggressive. Instead of saying see you in the dugout, it may see you in the bunker. Yeah, I think I might get struck off if I do that. Okay, we've got a half decent DM there. Dylan Leonard. What does that mean? He's out on loan, is he? Why is he out on loan? 4-star player. He's out on loan. 6'2". He's resolute. What we're doing loaning him out? Who made that decision? Regular star, 19-year-old, 3.5 star, 6'6", jumping reach of 20. I think these star ratings are because he doesn't look that great, does he really? I think it's because the team's not actually that good. 3 at the back, 3 central midfielders, 1 attacking mid, 3 strikers, 3 at the back are, of course, 2 overlapping centre-backs. Shall we have a bit of fun with it? Shall we have a bit of fun? Do they have a future fee? What are we talking about? Are we talking about... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, all right, I'm with you. Dylan Leonard. Is he? Yeah, okay. How do we find that out then? So he's on loan at Parma. Can't see. Right, they gotta wear shades. It doesn't say anything there in the contracts and clauses. It doesn't say anything about that. Click on his wage at the top. Come on, sort yourself out. Click on his wage at the top. Wage at the top. It's an optional future fee of 3.1 mil. Feel like I'm learning stuff again. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for coming in, mate. Down to Loan Club, and it'll be there if they have one. No, he's not. He's got an optional future fee, but not a mandatory one. We've got an 18-year-old here with 5-star potential, 3-star. I mean, on the face of it, it doesn't look... The squad doesn't look too bad, does it? What's this lad here as well? He's out on loan. 4-star. Let's have a look at him. 25k, Loan Club. Monthly fee, blah, 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 blah. Can be recalled. No, he's not got a future fee either. Well, we've got one wing back who can play high on the left-hand side. Optional feature. I've noticed though the AA clubs don't tend to trigger those. Right. Okay. I think it's going to be interesting, this. I think my Fiorentina team was much, much better than this. They certainly had higher transfer values. So it's going to be quite an interesting save, I think, this one. Right, I need to go away, I think, and make out a new squad planner. These are my squad planners. I need to go and make a new squad planner and see where we're up to, because quite a few of these players are out of contract, so do we want to keep hold of them? Let's just have a quick look at that then. Expires. So we've got this geezer here who's 33, 3-star player, 6'4". I wouldn't normally keep somebody of that age. Eggstein. All clubs never trigger their fees. Get rid of them. Everyone else, they do. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Yeah. Time for some head scratching. Head scratching is the order of the day, Trev. Head scratching, yeah. Aussie 32 striker. Right. What you don't have a spreadsheet. I write them down. I write them down, Andrew. That's my Fiorentina spreadsheet. I've got another one here for Chelsea. I'm proper old school, me. Look, there's an old one. I've got one for Chelsea as well. Pen and paper. It's the way forward. Right, who else have we got here? Got this geezer here. Central mid. I think this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I think it's definitely going to be a challenge. Star rating wise, we're okay. Attributes wise, not so much. Could be a bit of a challenge, this one. Where's he on loan from? Kaiserslautern, 32-year-old though. I mean, we need to be building a young team, don't we? Timo Becker, 33-year-old centre-back. Looks like unless I buy some in, it looks like my want to use 3 centre-backs is maybe not going to work. This is the classic squad planner. Who needs the fancy stuff? Exactly. I quite like my squad planner because you know, I mean, very often you'll see me looking over like this, and I've not had a funny turn. I'm looking at my squad planner. Right, I think I've been on there 3 hours now. I've spent an hour deciding whether I want to bloody carry on with Fiorentina or not. I think we're going to give that a save. Right, I'm going to go and do some head scratching and see what I can come up with. Smoked. It will be on the back of a B&H fag packet. Can you promote any from your reserves? That's a bloody good question. That is a bloody good. Oh, we've got a reserve squad and a second team as well. He's only 15, him. That's a shame. He's going to be a good player, isn't he? 3-star ability, 5-star potential. We've got a lot of players. He does. It looks very, very good, doesn't he? Looks excellent. We might be building a team here out of the youth team. For a 15-year-old, it looks good easy, Trev. You're going to get us all suspended, Andrew. 15-year-old is going to be a superstar, high determination, professional personality, and 5-star potential. Yeah, exactly. Not like that. Oh my God, it's too late at night. It's way too late at night. Who was it then who said, look in your reserve team? The reserve team looks better than the first team. Oh, bloody hell. I have got some head scratching to do here. This is a bit bonkers, isn't it? My word. Right, okay, and that's why you have to be careful how you say things when you're doing a women's save. Exactly. Yeah, well, the women's save is not going to happen, is it, really? Now. But let's see what we can do with Schalke. Right, I'm going to give that a save, and let's see. I believe that was me. Yeah, let's give that a save. Well, tonight's taken a bit of a weird turn, hasn't it? It's. I was kind of thinking, right, we'll finish the league tonight, and then we'll have a look at squad planning and stuff, and then I've got the rest of the week then to have a really good look at it. And I was reasonably happy with the team, but quite a bit of money to spend. But now it's changed completely. Right, I think I'm going to. And that's why FM players end up a bunch of watch lists. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, and I will be back for certain on Friday night, because I'm quite interested now. My interest has come back a little bit. I was getting a bit flat with Fiorentina, but my interest has come back. This is the area of the game I love. I love going through the transfer market and trying to put a team together that's going to perform. Yeah, it's got my juices flowing again now, if we can say that. Right, I am going to go away and peruse this tomorrow, and we'll come back on Friday about 7:30. Okay, thanks very much, Andrew. Thanks very much, Craig. So if you have been sat in the stream, I have changed club now. We're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. So I am in the second division in Germany now with Schalke 04. So Friday night we'll be looking at signing players, maybe playing a few games. I don't know, depends where we get to with it. I've got a lot of players to go through here. How many players have they got? Literally. They've got a first team, a reserve team, and a second team. My word, this is going to take some going through this. All right, thanks very much, everybody, for coming in. Thanks very much for keeping me entertained once again. And it's like the best part of doing the live streams. Right, thanks very much. And like I say, I will be back on Friday night about 7:30. And, we start again with Schalke 04 over in Germany. Let's see if we can get them into the Bundesliga and at some stage overtake Bayern Munich. Quite interested with this one. Right, thanks very much to everybody who came in, and we'll see you hopefully on Friday about